make. Some that were halfway down, and sometimes that's the way it goes. But we didn't get stops to help that out, and they were really killing us in transition. Which, I mean, if we're not getting offensive rebound, then we probably should get back in transition. But we did a poor job of that. Our defense got a lot better throughout the game, I thought, but that obviously set the tone.
I think it started 1 of 14. Was that just sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't to start the game, or something about their defense? Like, what did you see there?
I mean, we got pretty much all the shots we've been hitting at a very high clip lately, and most of them touched the bottom of the net before they decided that wasn't their day, I guess. That's how it goes.
You guys did pull it to within 4 in the second half. What kind of prevented you guys from getting over the hump, that final hump there?
We got some really good looks right at the front of the rim, and they just didn't fall. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. I'm proud of us for getting back in it. It's not easy when you get down like that, but we got to start better.
You guys went on I want to say 19-7 this run. When Brock Payton came in the game, can you just kind of talk about the impact that he's had when he's come off the bench? Because there's been a couple games where he comes in and provides an immediate spark.
Yeah, he came in with a bunch of energy, and that's something that was kind of lacking from our first group, myself included, which it shouldn't be that way. But I'm really proud of him. He came in, made some big plays, made some effort plays, and I think kind of got the whole team going and kind of started the run.
You guys have been resilient this season. Just what do you feel like the key is to doing that and come to the Big Ten tournament?
It's just kind of doing what we've been doing. Sticking with it, staying positive, staying ready to go, and we have some great opportunities coming up next week. And you can't ever get too high or too low. And I think we've done a good job of that to this point. So it seems like every time that we've been out of it, we get right back in it. So we'll find a way.
Your goal has, and you've been pretty vocal about this, make the NCAA tournament. That's your sole focus. What do you think you have to do the coming week to make that reality?
I think we just got to play with as much effort as we can and let the chips fall where they may. We don't have a ton of control over that. Really, just like we don't have really, control of shots going in. You just got to take good shots, shoot it confidently, and I think if we bring a different level of energy and swagger and just confidence to Minneapolis, I think we got a good chance. And we're going to go up against some really good teams, but I mean we've won it before, and it's a really exciting opportunity. Tournament time is when you want your leadership and your stars to kind of rise up, and I'm proud of everybody, the way that we've fought back and even put ourselves in this position. When everyone had written us off, so we're not done yet, and I think we're excited to get back to it.
What was it that enabled you as a team to move forward at different times? Like December, you had 3 tough losses in a row, and yet you started climbing back, and then a couple of other experiences through the course of the season, and then the last few weeks, you really took that step forward. What was it collectively about your group that put you in that position?
I think it's just the people that we have in our room. A ton of teams that go through that, they kind of fizzle out and you never hear from them again, and they don't, storm back the way we did. And when you have guys that want to be here and, want to play as hard as they can and put their body on the line and do it for each other, I think that's where, you kind of see teams climb back out of that hole. And, I'm proud of our guys. We never separated. We always stayed together and always did it for each other. And I think everyone kind of knew, no matter how far down we got, whether that was after the Michigan game or the Maryland game or the other Maryland game, we've never lost control of the locker room, of our confidence, and that's going to be key moving forward. This is kind of another roadblock, but we found our way over every single one this so far. So we'll find another way.
You had, the previous couple of years, there was always somebody who was kind of the forefront going into that season. Now this seems to be more of an organic, how things have kind of worked through your course of your team. How did you become kind of the core leader of this team, just based on not only how you've played, but also your teammates responding to you?
I think it's kind of always who I've been, and I've learned from a lot of great leaders since I've been here. I've learned from Connor, and Keegan and Chris were a little different, but they were still great leaders, and so many guys like Jabo. You just kind of watch those guys and sit back, and I kind of I would ask a lot of questions. I would kind of try to prepare myself for what this year was, and even moving forward in my career into next year. So I'm really proud of myself. There was times that personally I could have, dug into a hole and never climbed out of it, but there's been so many times that I've been resilient. I think when you can show that, you personally can be resilient in tough times, it's easy for the young guys, like my brother and Owen and Brock and Logie and some of the other guys to see that, if he can do it, why can't we? And that's kind of what everybody's done this year. And, right now maybe we're not in the spot that we want to be, but it's a heck of a lot better than it could have been. And obviously there was a lot of chances we missed along the way as well, but going into the last week, we've still got a big time opportunity, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of everyone for sticking with us through that, and we'll be ready to go on Thursday, no doubt in my mind.
You just talked about missed opportunities throughout the season, but you guys have also had some signature wins as of late, especially. How would you just describe how the whole regular season has been for you guys? If you could just sum it up in a couple sentences.
I would say we've had our backs against the wall pretty much since early December, and we've never quit, we've never given up, and that's why we're in the position we are. And with a week left, I don't see why we would change that now.
You were part of a team 2022 that won the Big Ten championship, Big Ten tournament title. What can you take from that and try to translate it to this season?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is you gotta have a lot of guys going. That week we got contributions from 11, 12 different people, and that's what it's going to take. We're going to need everybody ready to go, and the good thing is that we have a lot of experience. Our freshmen getting experience this year in games, and I have no doubt that they'll be ready. And we just got to stick together like we have, and I think guys are ready for their opportunities, and they'll be able to step up in these big moments.
The last time you guys saw
Last
Ohio
question.
State, they had a different coach, and they were kind of on a landslide or kind of down. Now they're really one of the hotter teams in the nation. How are you looking at that matchup coming up in Minnesota?
Who
Ohio State.
is that? Who we play?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously they're playing really good basketball. So we haven't looked into them yet, but you're just watching them on TV. They're playing with a whole new energy, and really playing for that coach. And I couldn't tell you a ton different right now, but I'm sure we'll figure that out over the next couple of days.
All right, thanks, Payton.